Hello there, my name is Sabrina. I am 22 weeks pregnant. This is my very first video. I'm having a little girl. Her name is going to be Emily Ray. And I just wanted to share my experiences of being pregnant, some of my symptoms, some of the things that have been good and bad, and most importantly, I wanted to talk to you about my mild case of pregnancy depression. At the very beginning of my pregnancy, I was getting a lot of morning sickness. I would have it from morning to night, every day, all day, and I was really scared that it wasn't going to go away, but it actually did. Once I hit my second trimester, I started to get all my energy back. I'm still pretty tired, and by the time 10 o'clock comes around, I'm ready to go to bed. But for the most part, I'm so much better. I feel like myself again. I have to pee a lot. I go to the bathroom at least every half hour. Sometimes it's twice every half hour. And I've gained about 20 pounds. I wish I would have gained a little bit less, but whatever. I'm pregnant. I've got an excuse. So there's 3 things that I've been really craving the most. And those 3 things are number 1, Jelly Donuts, number 2, Slurpees, and 3, Taco Bell. I heard an urban legend that if you're having a girl, that means you crave a lot of sweets. In my case, it's definitely been true because the main thing that I really like to eat a lot during pregnancy are really, really, really sweet things. And it's weird because I'm typically not like that. Like, I typically don't like sweet things. So I thought that was pretty interesting, kind of cool. I probably felt my very first kick at 18 weeks, which I was really surprised. I didn't think I'd feel her that soon, but when I did, it was the most amazing thing in the world. But now I feel her all the time. I'm talking last night, I kept waking up to go to the bathroom, and every time I wake up, I would feel her kick. And I don't know, maybe it's a bad sign, but I think that my baby's most active at night when I'm sleeping. So hopefully she doesn't continue that trend once I have her. Now I'm going to talk about my mild case of depression. At first I thought that I was suffering from anxiety because my husband actually has anxiety, and I've done a lot of research on it and I know a lot about it. But once I did a little bit more research on myself, I figured out that it was actually depression that I was suffering from. And I wouldn't say that it's out of control, that it's really bad, but it definitely has had an impact on my life. And it's kind of been taking away a little bit of the fun of pregnancy. But I just really wanted to let all the other girls out there that suffer from this, that you're not alone, that it's something that other women have, and I've talked to other friends that have been pregnant, and they pretty much suffered the same thing. I feel like mine may be a little bit worse than your average, only because of a lot of life changes that I've experienced right before getting pregnant. Within 2 years, I lost both of my grandparents, which was a very, very big blow because I love them more than life itself, and I was extremely close to both of them. And I actually lost my grandpa days before my baby was conceived, and I'm still grieving over his loss. And then I've gotten married recently. 2 years ago we got married, and I graduated from college, and I had been in school for a long time, and I had just started my career. I actually found out that I was pregnant the first week that I started my new job. Go figure. But I've had a lot of really crazy life-altering and changes. So I definitely don't walk around feeling depressed all day. There's a lot of little things that happen throughout the day that trigger the depression or anxiety. And one of the main things that triggers it is when people are really nice to me, as strange as that might sound. Either being really nice to me or being really mean to me. I start to feel very, very anxious, and I'd have feelings like, well, why would that person think I'm special? Or why would anyone waste their time doing something nice for me? And I know it's so stupid to be feeling that way, but I can't really control it. And then I start to have fears about the baby, like what if something happened to me and Emily doesn't have her mom, and I just start thinking all these crazy weird thoughts that make no sense. And I found I get them mostly at night when I'm home and I'm thinking more versus when I'm out at work and I'm keeping busy. I don't get it. I did start keeping a little journal over here, my little journal, and I started to write down different things that triggers the depression and things that make it better. And I actually find that this helps a lot, because then it can help you try to stay away from those things that trigger your depression. For example, with me, anytime I go to the cemetery or my grandpa's house, it's definitely a huge trigger. Talking about anything that's stressful, such as money or work and insurance. I've had a few problems with insurance, being that I had just started my new job. It was very stressful. Being around a lot of people, sometimes being around a lot of family members. You would think that that would help, but it doesn't. And when I look at myself in the mirror and I don't see myself, I don't have the same body anymore. I see this huge stomach, and it makes me feel like it's not myself, that I'm not seeing myself, and then it brings all these crazy thoughts and emotions. But a lot of the things that help me is music. Well, music's number one. Return of Saturn by No Doubt is the best thing in the world. That CD's gotten me through thick and thin. Sleeping, taking walks, talking to my husband, writing, doing something creative such as scrapbooking or just messing around online or making little photo album books and stuff. That's a lot of fun. I like cuddling in my blankets. I like watching movies, taking a shower. All those things have definitely helped me out a lot. As the weeks go by, I'll post more videos, letting everybody know my progress and how my depression's doing, and things that have happened through the week that have made it worse, or things that have helped make it better. But I'm going to end with showing my belly. Okay, here we go. Pretty big, I think. But luckily enough for me, I haven't really gotten too many stretch marks. Actually, I don't have any stretch marks at all. You can see a lot of my veins. And I don't know if you can tell from here, but you can definitely see my little line. I did read that that if you have darker skin, that it shows more, and I do have dark skin. You can see it go up right here. And my belly button ring hasn't really bothered me too much yet. I think I still have a couple weeks left where I can keep it in without it bothering me. Just don't want it to close up. Okay, so that's it for now. I will see you next week for week number 23. Bye-bye.